Hello, everyone. Good evening, and welcome to Ann Reed Live from somewhere in her house. I'm Ann Reed. Good to see you all here. Whether you're in the chat or not in the chat, just welcome to everybody. Here on another Thursday night. Yeah. First day of February and the first day of Black History Month. Yes, indeed. From now on, it's cash and carry. Can't be paying overtime. Get no credit for unfilled moments. Any dreams left behind. And because of all that, life gets simpler, in fact. Right this moment, you don't know it, but you're standing prepared for the advent, all the big stuff that you're running round scared. And because of all that, life gets simpler, in fact. You learn to breathe, when to yield, find what can be and cannot be healed. On the crest of the wheel, life gets real. While you walk on, all the long-held fairy tales disappear. Ever after doesn't matter, like right now and right here. And because of all that, life gets simpler, in fact. You learn to breathe, when to yield, find what can be and cannot be healed. On the crest of the wheel, life gets real. Now you decide, there's a pause at the top of the ride. Arms up, open wide. At some point it's from the ground up, just a brick at a time. After laying a new foundation, the building's coming along fine. And because of all that, life gets simpler, in fact. You learn to breathe, when to yield, find what can be and cannot be healed. On the crest of the wheel, life gets real. Life gets real. Life gets real. Yes, it does. I hope you're all well. And my goodness, February already. And it just feels like summer. Come on. There we go. We've been having some very warm weather here, abnormally warm. We're about 20 degrees warmer than we should be, and it's a little concerning. have lots of requests here tonight, and I've been meaning to tell you that if you get your requests in like after like 5 o'clock in the evening, I'm usually not reading my email then. So if you did, I will put them in 2 weeks from tonight. Put them in the set there. But I did get an email from Jean, who is someone who takes care of animals. She takes care of animals, but she wants to mostly have me do this song for Chris's birthday. So we will. The sky is falling, little pieces on my path. Every day I find them all, and gets me thinking, how'd I lose my way? I remember keeping dreams, needing dreams, sweet, sweet dreams. Thoughts so tender when I'd look up and I'd see Cassiopeia, Orion's belt, all of the stars way up high, floating like sequins on heaven's rope. Count 'em and fall asleep trying. And when I wake up and wonder where all of the wonder has gone, I hear them all saying, now don't stay away so long. Seems the world has lost its color. People walk in shades of gray. I find my own tones getting duller. How'd I get that way? I remember little things, familiar things, simple things. Thoughts so tender, place a wish on Saturn's rings. Cassiopeia, Orion's belt, all of the stars way up high, floating like sequins on heaven's rope. Count 'em and fall asleep trying. And when I wake up and wonder where all of the wonder has gone, I hear them all saying, now don't stay away so long. Minding each weighted step, finding I forget to raise my eyes. Oh, far away they glow and shine. Their light I know will find me. The sky is falling, little pieces on my path. Every day I find them all, and gets me thinking, don't you lose your way. Cassiopeia, Orion's belt, all of the stars way up high, floating like sequins on heaven's rope. Count 'em and fall asleep trying. And when I wake up and wonder where all of the wonder has gone, I hear them all saying, now don't stay away so long. I hear them all saying, now don't stay away so long. Cassiopeia, Jean wanted me to sing that for Chris's birthday. So happy birthday to Chris. And So we've been having, like I said, having some warm weather, which means that one can ride one's bike, which is so fabulous. And because February is also, besides being Black History Month, it is also Bike to Work Month. Something that I always thought was just ridiculous until this year. Ridiculous here in Minnesota. Obviously, nobody from Minnesota would have thought of this, to have, Bike to Work Month be February. But here it is. So. What you wanna be when you grow up? It's what the adults ask me. I look at them and I don't know what. Not one of them looks happy. The woman down the street, they say, not all there, there's something wrong. She gets on her bike and makes the break. Only one with a smile and a song. I wanna be the crazy lady on a bright yellow bike. I wanna be the crazy lady on a bright yellow bike. What you wanna do when you grow up? Dreams of where and what and why. Always think there's time enough. Life has a way of zipping by. The woman down the street, they say, when asked where she was going, I've been to Spain, now please make way. I'm late for a date with the Pope in Rome. I wanna be the crazy lady on a bright yellow bike. I wanna be the crazy lady on a bright yellow bike. What you wanna be when you grow up? Medicare is coming. They give you a watch and a little shove. Yeah, but I'm not done yet. The woman down the street, they say, oh, so tightly wound and strict, played by the rules until one day she finally said, oh, hell with it. I wanna be the crazy lady on a bright yellow bike. I wanna be the crazy lady on a bright yellow bike. I wanna be the crazy lady on a bright yellow bike. I wanna be the crazy lady on a bright yellow bike. Well, there it is. Crazy lady on a bright yellow bike. National Bike to Work Month, yeah. And I'm just seeing in the chat that Mark, you turned 70. By God, you did beat me. And I don't get to it till the end of the year. So happy birthday, Mark. Happy birthday to you. I've got a few songs here that are a little Minnesota centric. So I hope those of you who don't live in Minnesota will forgive me. But a number of things conspired to have this occur. One is, a while back, a number of years ago, it's many years ago now, I did a lot of work with the Girl Scouts, and mainly in St. Paul. And by the way, Girl Scout Cookie Weekend is February 16th through the 18th, third weekend of February, so prepare. Anyway, did this work with the Girl Scouts and had the pleasure of being invited to lead songs at their Girl Scout sing-along on the Capitol Mall in Washington, D.C., where there were Girl Scouts as far as the eye could see. And also singing at their annual conference in Atlanta, Georgia. I've had a lot of fun working with the Girl Scouts. One of my favorite places where I was asked to come and sing was the Northern Lakes Girl Scout Canoe Base Camp near Ely, Minnesota. And this is where I met a woman named Jenny Morrison Cleary. And Jenny headed up the camp for a while, and she and her marvelous crew would lead, and they led and they instructed and they cared for these young women who were about to take their first ever canoe trip in the Boundary Waters, which is no small thing. And so I had the honor of doing a concert for these women when they came off the water. And I have to say that that audience, those young women had a look on their faces that said, okay, now I know for sure I can do absolutely anything. It was a wonderful thing to see. Jenny Morrison Cleary died this week, and she was just one of a kind. She was she was a loving and an absolutely, if you'll pardon me, no bullshit person who she's kind of on my list of top 5 funniest people I've ever met, as well as one of the more compassionate people. And I have more to say about about Jenny in a minute, but this is a song I'm going to play for Jenny. It was one of her favorites. There's a hole in the day, the light peeking through, and I'm on familiar ground. The colors all say, don't we know you? And how come you ain't been around? I've been too far too long, I figured it out on my own. It's now in my sight, Dorothy was right, it's true, there is no place like home. There's a hole in the day, the trees are on fire, they're burning but not consumed. They're finding a way brighter, higher and higher, tonight they will color the moon. I've been too far too long, I figured it out on my own. It's now in my sight, Dorothy was right, it's true, there is no place like home. Pine trees sway and whisper, oh, welcome home. Back trails wind and twist, you're almost to the main road. There's a hole in the day where spirits arrive to dance on the rolling waves. It's to and away they leap and they fly and go back through the hole in the day. I've been too far too long, I figured it out on my own. It's now in my sight, Dorothy was right, it's true, there is no place like home. It's now in my sight, Dorothy was right, it's true, there is no place like home. Hole in the day for Jenny. And, oh gosh. Okay, so the second kind of Minnesota song I'm going to do is Danny sent me a note that said that she was in the Twin Cities for a workshop at McAllister College. And this was in 2017. And she said she was there for 6 days and she fell in love with the area. And at the time, she had a close friend who was living in the kind of the southern suburbs of Minneapolis, and then a mutual friend of theirs ended up relocating to kind of one of the western suburbs of Minneapolis. So Danny now has her sights set on joining them when she can retire in May of 2025. And we welcome you, Danny, with open arms. There's a little more to Danny's story, but we're going to do this song first because this is the one she asked for. Now, this is a call and response song, so it's a little hard to do in this virtual format. So you're going to have to I'm just going to have to trust that you're doing it. So I'm gonna do I love my state, and then you go I love my state. You get it? Or you just follow? Okay, fine. I love my state, through flood or drought, and the bitter cold, keeps the riffraff out, We seem reserved, don't get riled up, 'cause the weather is extreme enough. Oh, Minnesota, for heaven's sake. Oh, Minnesota, that land of lakes. You ask me why, let me begin. I love my state, it's the state I'm in. In summertime, there's fish and dirt, In wintertime, there's fish and snort. Oh, city life, we got that too. Or you can go up north with your canoe. I'm Minnesota, for heaven's sake. Oh, Minnesota, that land of lakes. The best darn place I've ever been. I love my state, it's the state I'm in. I love my state, it's the state I'm in. There it is, a song called I Love My State. I wrote that song while I was doing the Songs for Minnesota tour in Minnesota for the sesquicentennial year in 2008. And if you're wondering, snert is snow and dirt. We call it snert. Well, I don't, but some people did. Okay, so now we get to it. So Jenny Cleary, who passed away this week, she also loved a song, and I was told this, that Hole in the Day was one of her favorites, but also another one of her favorites was The Fair song. And I thought to myself, I'm going to do Hole in the Day. But, it's February, and there's no point in doing the Fair song, being that it's February, and also that some people they don't want to hear it. It's an earworm. It just gets in there and you can't get rid of it. Okay. So I decided to do Hole in the Day instead. Now, part 2 of Danny's request, this came after I decided to do Hole in the Day for Jenny. So the rest of Danny's email was about when she was in grad school in Florida, and she had a professor, an instructor, who once taught at the University of Minnesota. And he told his grad students that for extra credit, for extra points, they could learn how to sing the Minnesota State Fair song by Ann Reed. So still, I thought, I'm not doing the fair. Not doing the fair. That's a very nice story. I love the story. Not doing the fair. Okay. So this morning, there was an email from Diane who said, would you play one of your fair songs? And I thought, what is going on here? Later on this afternoon, I got an email from Kenan who said, my daughter and I have been working on puzzles that are Minnesota-based. We both have been singing the Minnesota State Fair song incorrectly for weeks. Could you play it tonight for us? So I give up. Yes, let's do this song. And I have a feeling this is Jenny. This is Jenny. She's not going to give up. She's just not going to give up. She was relentless sometimes, So, Jenny, you win. And so for Jenny and Danny and Kenan and everybody who wanted and Diane. I can't. All right. Minnesota, Minnesota, we are south of Manitoba. We are east of North Dakota. We got something really rare. It's fulfilling, entertaining. It's true culture you'll be gaining. Accept no imitations, it's the fair. Saw a friend from Wisconsin and he said, yeah, hey, you gotta see the crop art, it'll blow you away. Yeah, sure you bet, boy, they don't know when to quit. I'm going to see the Butterheads, you wanna come with? Minnesota, Minnesota, we are south of Manitoba. We are east of North Dakota, we got something really rare. It's fulfilling, entertaining, it's true culture you'll be gaining. Except no imitations, it's the fair. At the fair there's no lack of food, you simply take your pick. You can find almost anything sitting on a stick. Pronto pups, mini donuts, and an ice cold beer. I gotta get my cheese curds, I've been waiting all year. Minnesota, Minnesota, we are south of Manitoba. East of North Dakota, we got something really rare. It's fulfilling, entertaining, it's true culture you'll be gaining. Except no imitations, it's the fair. After all the food I've eaten now, I only have a hunch. I'll go out on the midway and I'll probably lose my lunch. The tilt-a-whirl is one thing, but I just cannot conceal. My heart will stop right at the top of the double Ferris wheel. Minnesota, Minnesota, we are south of Manitoba. We are east of North Dakota, we got something really rare. It's fulfilling, entertaining, it's true culture you'll be gaining. Except no imitations, it's the fair. Oh, you gotta see Piggy Mama, the biggest sow that you have ever seen. It's a giglet for a piglet, and in a swine barn, Piggy Mama is the queen. Now the combines are waiting on Machinery Hill. Kids are climbing on the tractors, on their tires and on their grills. You may live inside a townhouse, in the suburbs make your home. You've always wanted a tractor you could call your very own. Minnesota, Minnesota, we are south of Manitoba. We are east of North Dakota, we got something really rare. It's fulfilling, entertaining, it's true culture you'll be gaining. Except no imitations, it's the fair. Now I need some relaxation or a soundproof room, a place to soak my aching feet that's quiet as a tomb. All that's left inside my pocket is some lint and half a pack of Tums. But next year you can bet I'll be coming back. Minnesota, Minnesota, we are south of Manitoba. We are east of North Dakota, we got something really rare. It's fulfilling, entertaining, it's true culture you'll be gaining. There's deals and demonstrations and chicks in incubation. The whole population's at the fair. The fair. For Jenny, Danny, Diane, Kenan, thank you so much. And I just have that feeling that, Jenny, you were behind this whole thing. So thanks for stopping by. Yes, indeed. So just to remind you that this month also has a lot of other things in it. National Library Lovers Month is February. And who doesn't love their library? National Grapefruit Month. Don't forget, that is National Grapefruit Month. Tomorrow is National Tater Tot Day. Yeah. And Saturday, I've been made aware that Saturday is National Ice Cream for Breakfast Day. The pictures that were sent to me were absolutely disgusting. But for those of you who need permission for National Ice Cream for Breakfast Day, is the 3rd, is Saturday, and followed Sunday by National Homemade Soup Day, just to make you feel a little better, because you probably aren't going to feel so good after having ice cream for breakfast. So it is also, February is National Haiku Writing Month. Some of you know that I write a haiku every morning, at least one, and I have a little circle of friends that I share these with. But I have collected some haiku that other people have written over the years, and so I'm going to read them for you now. This is we'll just stick with the animals. This is cat haiku. You know what haiku? I should explain what haiku is for some people who don't know. Haiku is a very short poem, 3 lines, 5 syllables in the first line, 7 syllables in the second, 5 syllables in the third line. And you get your idea across that simply. It's a very simple poem. So here we are. The cat haiku. You never feed me. Perhaps I'll sleep on your face. That will sure show you. The rule for today. Touch my tail, I shred your hand. New rule tomorrow. You must scratch me there. Yes, above my tail, behold, elevator butt. There. So there you are. There's cat haiku. And now for dog haiku. I lie belly up in the sunshine, happier than you will ever be. Thank you. Today I sniffed many dog butts. I celebrate by kissing your face. Okay. So that was the dog haiku. One of my very favorite ones that I found for Passover, and we read it every time we have our Passover Seder, and that is this one. This is when you have the occasion when you have to open the door for the prophet Elijah to come in. Left the door open for the prophet Elijah. Now our cat is gone. Okay. Now, myself, I have in my time, written some haiku, and I managed to write a mammography haiku that I like very much, and I've read it before, so pardon me if you've already heard it. Lunchtime mammogram, cold plates on soft, warm tissue. This is some sandwich. There we go. All right. So, National Haiku Writing Month. Yes. Well, Meryl had a birthday on January the 31st, and Karen has asked me to sing this song for her. It's a Pete Seeger song. At least that's who I heard sing it. I put the wrong thing on my fingers here. I don't need these. There we go. Oh, had I a golden thread and a needle so fine, I'd weave a magic strand of rainbow design. A rainbow design. In it I'd weave the bravery of women giving birth. In it I'd weave the innocence, children over all the earth, children of the earth. Show my brothers and sisters my rainbow design. Bind up this sorry world with hand, heart, and mind. Hand, heart, and mind. Far over the water I'd reach my magic band to every human being, so they would understand. They would understand. Oh, had I a golden thread and a needle so fine, I'd weave a magic strand of a rainbow design. Oh, rainbow design. Oh, had I a golden thread, thanks to Pete Seeger, who passed away on January 27th, 2014. And what a presence he had for many of us. This was a request that came in kind of late the last time, and Joni wanted to hear it. So I'm gonna do this one. This is, yeah. Given everything that's going on in the world, I think that God is sleeping, or the angels have resigned. I'm sure there's no one keeping a peaceful, watchful eye. Are you listening? Are you knowing all the desperate silent calls from the ones who keep on hoping? And that's the hardest thing of all. Is there no one left in heaven, making sure we don't forget what we learned from painful lessons and must not repeat again? I think that God is sleeping. I think that God is sleeping. You have got to be taught to hate and fear, day after day, year after year. It's got to be drummed in your dear little ear. You've got to be taught to hate and fear. You have got to be taught before you are grown to hate those whose lives are not like your own, to fear right away because it's unknown. You've got to be taught before you are grown. You have got to be taught before it's too late, before you are 6 or 7 or 8, to hate all the people your relatives hate. You've got to be carefully taught. You've got to be carefully taught. God is sleeping, and you've got to be carefully taught. You've got to be carefully taught, of course, written by Rodgers and Hammerstein. And in South Pacific was sung very, very differently from that. I got that version of it from Michael Johnson, who passed that along to me. So, yes. What else do we have going on here? Oh, yeah. Here we go. Listen, can we stop just a minute? Open our hearts and let a little bit in. It's impossible. We can't stop explaining truth. There's no way we know a whit about the pain. Oh, we keep talking so many shoes we never walking. Listen, you can hear the other voices trying to break through all the everlasting noise. It's impossible. We can't hear a word if we're busy. Chatter every righteous thing we heard. And oh, we keep talking so many shoes we never walking. And oh, we keep talking so many shoes we never walking. Listen, when a person tells her story, open our hearts for the whole offertory. It's possible we might start to get it, maybe take a hold if only we can let it. But no, we keep talking so many shoes we never walking. No, we keep talking so many shoes we never walking. That's a song called Listen, and that's just because I wanted to sing it. There it is. Well, I'm going to have a little drink of water before I do this next song. Yes. Cindy wrote to say, our daughter recently graduated with a degree in earth sciences and environmental education. She will begin her long sought-after career as a park ranger this spring. Well, congratulations to Cindy's daughter. And thank you for wanting to be a U.S. Ranger. They're fine people, those Rangers. All right. There's only one song I can do, right? Some are tall, some are short, in their green uniforms. They go rolling and strolling on the lake and the land. Whatever the weather they go, there ain't no danger. The U.S. Rangers on patrol. And the people they see, some who desperately need training and behaving like a real human being, they are met with a ranger glance. Start explaining, the ranger's waiting, here's your chance. I wanna be a U.S. Ranger. I wanna have a job like that. I wanna be a U.S. Ranger with a radio and a wide-brimmed hat. The answers they'll know to any inquiry post. The flora and the fauna and the rules and the regs, whatever the question they'll know. Even if it's stupid, the Rangers used to lots of those. I wanna be a U.S. Ranger. I wanna have a job like that. I wanna be a U.S. Ranger with a radio and a wide-brimmed hat. dark, silent type, with a knowing gleam in my eye. There is no fear when you look that fine. Oh, you know that big old hat, I'm certain that'll sit on top just right at the end of their day. After everyone's safe, they go rolling and a strolling to their ranger or boat and have a cup of ranger tea. Oh, the work they're doing, lucky you and lucky me. I wanna be a U.S. Ranger. I wanna have a job like that. I wanna be a U.S. Ranger. Look for me in my wide brimmed hat. U.S. Ranger for Cindy's daughter, who is going to be a ranger. Yes, indeed. I wish she'd said what park. Maybe she's listening. I hope she's listening. Tell me what park she's in. That'd be so awesome. Yes. Well, let's see now. Here's a day I like just a little, sits there right in the middle of the week. Couple days have gone before, and up there lay a couple more, oh I see. Old nursery rhyme makes me wonder. It's a verse that's kind to the others, it's just so. Fair of face, that's Monday's lesson. Tuesday's full of grace, the next one's full of woe. And I was born on I was born on Wednesday. Some folks are light like a feather. I like those with a measure of despair. Hold this life from A to Z, and no surprise, and gravity's waiting there. And I hear them sing, I was born on Wednesday. I was born on Wednesday. That's what appeals to me. Does not spell the way it sounds. Oh, it's not a day of rest, just a place to catch your breath. Faithful friend that always comes around. Halfway done, halfway to heaven, except for some working all seven, still they know. voices rise, swim the universe, there they go. It's like a little hymn. I was born on Wednesday. I was born on Wednesday. I was born on Wednesday. And I was born on Wednesday. Yes, it's called Wednesday. Indeed it is. So a couple more songs coming up here, but I wanted to share with you something that I came across. You know, they sometimes ask kids because they, feel that that kids will have some wisdom when asked what life lessons they have learned so far. So this was in the paper not too long ago. What life lessons they have learned so far. These kids were like anywhere from 8 to 12 years old. So the first one said, never carry a cat down a steep tar driveway on a skateboard. Never, ever touch a wire attached to a black box that says 117 volts. Don't go shopping with a girl. And don't even think about doing cartwheels onto your parents' $200 coffee table. Those are a lot of lessons to learn there. That's, Okay, here's another one. I learned that the Lincoln Memorial looks the same in postcards and in person, so I won't waste my money for a trip to D.C. when I'm an adult. Oh, go to Washington, D.C., kid. Really, serious. It's great. Okay, here's another one. I learned not to get on my high horse about my work. If I forget my homework, I'll go hysterical. I think I have this problem because my dad's a teacher and my mom's something that I can't even pronounce. Oh, boy. Now, my friend Julie Madden works, she's part of the Peace and Justice Ministry at St. Joan of Arc Church here in Minneapolis. And she had a conversation with a fourth grader who was telling Julie, Julie wrote to me and she said, this fourth grader was telling me how some classes it doesn't matter what your grade is, but some grades are very important for your afterlife. So Julie added, she meant college, but it cracks me up to think the Lord will judge us on our geometry. Yes. So, for the afterlife. Well, I'm lucky that, well, I don't know if I'm lucky or not. Depends on what happens. So, but I am. I'm an incredibly lucky person. I am. Oh, somebody knows Julie. Yes. Julie Madden is one of the best people ever. She's just... Watch the rain fall, not one drop is shy. Trees are having drinks, I am warm and dry. May everybody make it safely back home to their own little nest. Now I bow my head, say thanks for this, thanks for that. I've said I'm sorry, I've said I told you so. There's stuff my heart regrets, one day I'll let it go. And if you ever felt forgiven, then you get it, how it heals and mends. Now I bow my head, say thanks for now, thanks for then. Oh, the love, oh, the mess, oh, for all, thanks for that. hear the song from a small familiar bird. Not a symphony, it's her spoken word. Stories uttered, sung in chapters to a novel that'll never end. Now I bow my head, say thanks for those, thanks for them. Oh, the love, oh, the mess, oh, for all, thanks for that. I watch the rain fall, not one drop is shy. Trees are having drinks, I am warm and dry. Everybody make it safely back home to their own little nest. Now I bow my head, say thanks for this, thanks for that. Everybody make it safely back home to their own little nest. Now I bow my head, say thanks for this, thanks for that. Song called Thanks for That. And really, thanks. Thank you. I want to thank you all for tuning in and being so supportive. We started this adventure back in May of 2020, and we're still going, and it will still continue. I'm still here, and glad that you're here to join me, and thank you. I so appreciate your support. I get emails from you, and I get snail mail from you, and it's pretty great. So thank you, and. I will be back here in 2 weeks. I don't know what day that is. Just a minute. Somebody's going to look it up before I do. Just a second here. Oops. That would be the 15th. Wow, the day after Valentine's Day. Yes. So the 15th of February, we'll be back for another Ann Reed Live from somewhere in her house. And yes, everybody's writing the 15th. So, a friend of mine today, I knew that I'd had sort of a hard week. I'm coming out of a week that's been a little difficult for me. So she said, why don't you do a song that makes you feel good? So I'm going to do a song that always makes me feel great when I sing it every single time. So... They were thinking, what are we to do with you? They dressed me up, they dressed me down. A teacher told me in the hallway after school, you're so square and the world's so round. I'd like to tell her I'm all right. I'm all right. I'm out walking in the same sunlight as you. Unattractive, weird, a little off, just not okay. Too much yourself, you can't come in. I bump and roll along, find others on the way. I recognize my kith and kin, and then I sing out, I'm all right. Sing, I'm all right. I'm out walking in the same sunlight as you. Whoa. Sing it out for true. And then we all sing, I'm all right. I'm all right. I'm out walking in the same sunlight as you. I'm all right. I'm all right. I'm out walking in the same sunlight as you. Thank you, everybody. Thanks for being here tonight. Take very good care of yourselves. Stay safe, stay well, and we'll see you on the 15th.